Let me tell you something most people don't understand about wealth. Real wealth gets quieter with time. When you're young, you think wealth is loud. It's cars, it's jewelry, it's designer, it's a look at me lifestyle. But if you live long enough, if you mature enough, if you actually pay attention, you start realizing the people with real wealth are the ones who don't need you to know. They don't post it, they don't brag about it, they don't argue about it. They don't need approval from strangers. They just move different. And there's a reason why silent wealth becomes the goal in your 40s and 50s. Because by then, life has taught you that loudness is expensive. Not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And the older you get, the more you realize the cost of trying to impress people is too high. See, silent wealth isn't about hiding your blessings. It's about protecting your peace. Silent wealth is that moment in life when you stop trying to prove anything and you start trying to protect everything. Because by your 40s and 50s, you've either made enough mistakes to learn or you've watched enough people make mistakes to understand. You've seen the person who looked rich but was drowning in debt. You've seen the person who always had the newest but never had security. You've seen the person who stayed flashy but couldn't sustain it. And you've realized something. Wealth is not how you look. Wealth is how you live. Silent wealth is a lifestyle of control. Control over your time, control over your decisions, control over your relationships, control over your environment, control over your emotional state. And if you're in your 40s and 50s, you already know this. You don't want to be rich anymore. You want to be free. Freedom is the new flex, and it starts with a mindset shift that most people never make. In your 20s, you chase attention. In your 30s, you chase achievement. But in your 40s and 50s, you chase alignment. You chase peace. You chase order. You chase simplicity. You stop needing to win arguments. You stop needing to be seen. You stop needing to compete. You start needing to breathe. And that's why quiet wealth is so powerful. Because it doesn't just change your finances, it changes how you show up in the world. Silent wealth is not loud because it doesn't need to be. See, people who are loud about money usually have one of two problems. They're either insecure about what they have, or they're trying to cover up what they don't have. But silent wealth is secure. Silent wealth is built on a foundation, not feelings. Silent wealth is built on consistency, discipline, patience, strategy, and long-term thinking. It's not built on hype. It's not built on trends. It's not built on the next big thing. It's built on the boring things people don't want to do. Saving, investing, budgeting, owning less, living below your means, saying no, delaying gratification. Because the truth is, silent wealth is not glamorous in the beginning. In the beginning, silent wealth is lonely. In the beginning, silent wealth is choosing not to go out. In the beginning, silent wealth is staying disciplined when everyone is spending. In the beginning, silent wealth is driving a car you could have replaced, but deciding not to. In the beginning, silent wealth is not upgrading your lifestyle when your income increases. In the beginning, silent wealth is investing while other people are consuming. Silent wealth is invisible until it's undeniable. And that's why people don't build it, because they want to be rewarded immediately. But wealth isn't immediate. Wealth is delayed. Wealth is the result of years of doing what most people won't do, so you can live how most people can't. And when you enter your 40s and 50s, you start thinking less about showing money and more about using money. You start thinking, how do I buy my time back? How do I create stability for my family? How do I protect myself from emergencies? How do I take care of my health? How do I eliminate stress? How do I build something that lasts? Because by that age, you've learned the most expensive thing in life is not a luxury item. It's an emergency. One hospital trip, one accident, one family crisis, one job loss, one lawsuit, one sudden expense can wipe out years of progress. So silent wealth is not just about growth, it's about protection. You start building layers: emergency fund, insurance, investments, assets, credit strength, a plan. And you stop chasing speed because you realize fast money usually comes with fast problems. Fast money comes with fast lifestyles. Fast money comes with fast friends. Fast money comes with fast loss. But slow money is stable. Slow money is peaceful. Slow money allows you to sleep. And there's one concept that defines silent wealth more than anything. It's this: you stop buying things to impress people you don't even like. Think about how many people spend money to earn approval. Approval from strangers. Approval from coworkers. Approval from people online. And they don't realize they're trading their future for attention. In your 40s and 50s, that trade becomes unacceptable. Because the older you get, the more you realize you don't have infinite time. Time becomes more valuable than money. That's why quiet wealth is so obsessed with time, because time is the only thing you can't buy more of. So when you see someone in their 40s or 50s living modestly, don't mistake that for lack. That might be strategy. That might be someone who decided, I'm not going to look rich, I'm going to be free. See, silent wealth doesn't announce itself, but it shows up in patterns. Here's what silent wealth usually looks like. It looks like someone who doesn't rush, someone who doesn't panic, someone who doesn't overreact, someone who doesn't get easily triggered. Because they're not living paycheck to paycheck. They're not anxious all the time. They're not afraid of small setbacks. They have margin, and margin is power. Margin is what allows you to make decisions from strength. Silent wealth also looks like simple clothing, clean style, quality over quantity, no logo obsession, no constant upgrades, no need to prove status. Because they've learned, true status is not what you show, true status is what you control. Control over your schedule, control over your environment, control over who has access to you, control over what you tolerate. That's why silent wealth tends to have boundaries, because boundaries are expensive, and the more you have to lose, the more careful you become with who gets close to you. By your 40s and 50s, you've likely been betrayed before. You've likely trusted wrong people before. You've likely learned that not everyone is happy for you. So silent wealth is not paranoid, it's wise. It's not fear, it's discernment. You're not trying to hide, you're trying to protect what took years to build. And if you're listening to this right now, I want you to hear something clearly. The goal isn't to become rich. The goal is to become unbothered. Because a lot of people have money and still live like they're trapped. They still wake up stressed, still arguing, still worried, still chasing, still comparing. Silent wealth doesn't compare. Silent wealth doesn't compete. Silent wealth builds. And by the time you're in your 40s and 50s, you start understanding that the greatest wealth you can create is the kind of wealth that no one can take from you. Peace, health, family, time, freedom. You start investing in intangible assets. You start investing in your body because you realize if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You start investing in your relationships because you realize money can't replace real love. You start investing in your mindset because you realize a rich mind is the beginning of a rich life. And you start investing in your legacy because you realize it's not about what you accumulate, it's about what you leave. Silent wealth is legacy wealth. It's generational thinking. It's the mindset of someone who says, I'm building something my kids will benefit from. Even if you don't have kids, it's still legacy. It could be your community, it could be your family, it could be your future self. But legacy means you're not just thinking about what you want today, You're thinking about what you need later. Silent wealth in your 40s and 50s is when you stop trying to impress the world and start building a world you actually enjoy living in. And the funny part is, when you really start building silent wealth, people start treating you differently. Not because you told them what you have, but because your energy changes. You're not rushing. You're not desperate. You're not asking for validation. You're not begging for attention. You're not reacting emotionally to every little thing. And that kind of calm makes people curious. They wonder, how is he so grounded? How is she so calm? How are they not stressing? How did they do it? And you did it by not needing to show it. That's the irony. The moment you stop trying to look rich is usually the moment you start becoming wealthy. Because you start putting your money where it matters. You start investing instead of consuming. You start stacking instead of spending. You start building instead of showing. Silent wealth is boring, but it's beautiful. It's not flashy, but it's powerful. And it's especially powerful in your 40s and 50s, because at that point, you've earned the right to be quiet. You've already done enough. You've already proven enough. You've already survived enough. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to compete with younger versions of yourself. You just need to protect your peace. So let me close with this. If you're in your 40s or 50s and you feel like you're behind, I want you to understand you are not behind. You are right on time. Your greatest advantage right now is wisdom. Your greatest advantage is clarity. Your greatest advantage is patience. You can build wealth slower and still win bigger. You can build wealth quieter and still create a life most people can't imagine. Because silent wealth is not about money, it's about freedom. And freedom is the ultimate flex. So build quietly, move intentionally, invest consistently, protect your peace, and let your life speak for itself. Because the loudest success is not what you post, it's what you live.